Everything has been a challenge. Everything, but that's part of the game. I mean, I consider myself a MacGyver when it comes to overcoming any type of digital challenge. There's always a solution. There's always a way to fix it. Socials Champ is an amazing tool. I also use Agora Pulse as my social scheduling and monitoring tool. But in order to travel, still stay on top of client work, and stay on top of my programs, messenger marketing chatbots is really where that's been my big superpower of business automation. So by leveraging the power of automation through chatbots, running a lot of my ads through chatbots, running a lot of my lead generation through chatbots, and engagement opportunities through a messenger marketing chatbot, I'm able to better categorize things and push a lot of automations behind the scenes if you engage with one of my chatbots, if I meet you at a conference, for example, and you scan my QR code business card, and engage with my bot, immediately your information is being pushed into my CRM system, onto my email list. I've got you tagged for the conference that you were attending. I've already got follow-up scheduled, all without me touching anything. It's just, I'm weaving a lot of automation by leveraging messenger marketing chatbots into my business, and that is what allows me to have a lot more visibility to what's going on and a lot less time touching the data. And it's been extremely critical to me being able to be more flexible and be on an airplane or on a road trip or sleeping in a tent as part of my road tripping journey, and still being able to handle everything that's coming and going and flowing through the online space. And then keeping myself organized has been a really big thing. Where do I begin? Everything has been a challenge. Everything, but that's part of the game. I mean, I consider myself a MacGyver when it comes to overcoming any type of digital challenge. There's always a solution. There's always a way to fix it. Half of the equation is how much money can I throw at it. The other half of the equation is how can I make it work with what I have to work with. So I've become very efficient at having a mobile office set up. So I have, I travel with little gadgets that I can just pop up. I can live stream from anywhere. I can live stream from a car. I can live stream from a tent. I can live stream, at the side of the ocean. As long as I have enough cell service to fuel my data hub to make it work, I can make it work. But it's been an evolution, and I come from a very, very small community in Northeast Ontario where cell service and internet reception are challenging at the best of times. So I became quite resourceful at finding ways around that. And then by becoming resourceful at finding ways around that and having really explored all of the costs that go along with all the different types of internet solutions, pushing everything to the limit, understanding, okay, I need at least a minimum of 3 megabytes of upload speed in order to live stream stably. And when I start adding on all these other layers of technology, like using Ecamm Live for my live streaming, or other things that really tax my computer system, I've learned sort of the limits as I go, and I just keep pushing those limits, and I keep doing it with tools that aren't. It's not the best of the best studio setup. It's something that I can just pack into a bag and move on to the next location, pop it up, and keep running with it. My whole setup has been a digital nomad, roaming around the country and being able to do business from anywhere. And that's been so important to me, being able to do what I do, but do it from anywhere. And a lot of people who work in this online digital space have the capability of doing it, but some people get really hung up on having the best of the best tools and the best of the best technology, and it has to be set up in a certain way. Well, if you can get really good at just making it work with whatever you have to work with, and that includes if you just have a cell phone, there's so much you can do with recording video content on an iPhone and clipping it together on apps, there's just so many solutions out there. But anyhow, the reason I've ended up where I am is because I'm incredibly curious. I am a MacGyver when it comes to coming up with digital solutions with whatever I have to work with, and then pushing the limits of any system until it breaks, and then figuring out how to fix it after. And that's how I've gotten to the point where I can dial it in and get really, really comfortable with producing video content on the fly, or doing live streaming, adjusting to live stream situations where the stream cuts out, or I need to live stream where I have lots of background noise, or anything. Anyway, I'm going on and on. It's been a journey, that's for sure. My best advice is find a place where you can be part of a group, whether that's a Facebook group of people, wherever you can find a place where you feel comfortable that you fit in, comfortable to ask any type of question that you want, but find a really good, reliable source of ongoing social and digital marketing information. Current information, honestly, it is what has fueled the Digital Gal. It's what's fueled my business. It's what has fueled being able to stay current, relevant, and stay on top of the changing algorithms and Facebook changes and digital marketing changes. Don't wait to find out what's happening. Go seek out that information, consume that information, soak it in, and find the groups where you can ask questions, get clarification that really resonates with you. There are all sorts of different groups out there that you could be a part of. But when you find a place where you fit, you feel comfortable, and you start to make friends in that online space, and you start to recognize names, and you can really start engaging with people online, build yourself an online community, your own little online group of people where you feel very comfortable, and ask tons of questions. Just get involved, ask questions, but pay attention to breaking news and breaking information, because information gets stale in this world overnight. So find the artery of information that you get a constant stream of information from that you can actually keep up with. You don't need to get overwhelmed. Find the one that works for you. For me, it started with Social Media Examiner's Social Media Marketing Society. That's where I started. And then I've branched out into lots of other groups from there. And now I shut out most of the noise and I focus on a handful of probably 4 or 5 major Facebook groups that I go to for my current breaking news and information. And then I actually go and seek out the information myself. So I'm in Facebook advertising. I read Facebook's news releases. I check into it daily for new information because it's direct from the source. So just train your brain, train yourself to look for that information, and train yourself to consume the information, and don't get hung up on stale information. So that's about it.